How many billionaires have you guys talked to?
We've interviewed about 8 billionaires, and we've interviewed over 1,000 millionaires.
What have you learned from them? How's it changed your brain?
They play by a different set of rules. I feel like everything that I've learned in school, and then honestly, I hate to say it, through my parents about money and, go to college, get that safe job. And then once you have that job, invest all the money into your 401k, get married, have kids. And I feel like everyone that we've met follows a completely different set of rules.
There's a common phrase that the three of us love to follow, and it's take the risk or lose the chance. And I feel like almost every single person that we've interviewed over the last 3 years, they at some point in their career found success by taking a risk. So definitely take the risk. I think a lot of people that are stuck in some sort of a safe environment, they're not taking that leap, whether it's they want to go start that business, they want to go ask out their crush, they want to just do something they've never done in their life. They just got to go take that risk. And that's what a lot of the people that we've interviewed, they've done over the course of their career.
I feel like one of the biggest lies I was told growing up, and it's such a common phrase, is that every millionaire has 7 sources of income.
Yeah, that's so true.
Oh yeah,
it's not the truth. So here's typically how I'd say it plays out for 90 to 95% of the people that we interview is that they get really good at one thing. Maybe that's you build a home improvement company, maybe you have a tanning franchise, whatever it may be, and you get really good at that thing and you build that thing to, multiple 7 figures or 8 figures, and now you have an excess of cash. And then from there is where you're actually, once you have an excess of cash, it's like, okay, let me go find out different ways to park my money. I'm going to put it into real estate, or I'm going to vertically integrate into a different business. Or, but this thought of oh, okay, I have a business that's doing, $10K a month. And now I'm going to go look into maybe, I'm going to go see if I can, start this next side hustle or start this lawn mowing company. It's no, focus all your energy onto one thing and become very good at that thing and then expand afterwards.
So interesting. Alex Ramosi, who's obviously made it very public, he wants to become a billionaire and is on track to do that. I saw a video from him literally 2 days ago where he had 7 little cups on the table. And he was talking about this exact myth where it's most people, it's they try to fill up each little cup a little bit. And what successful people do is they fill the one cup up until it's overflowing so much that they have to put the water elsewhere. And that's whenever the other income stream comes. It's so funny. Whenever you click into the Instagram profiles of the people who post that sort of content, it's yeah, on my way to making my first 5K per month. And you're I'm listening to the wrong person.
Yeah. They have 4 online businesses that, they've made, 10K a month, or they lost 10K building those 4 online businesses, but then they're making 100,000 selling a course on how to build those businesses. So it's it's just most of the people that we talk to and we interview, like Josh said, they went all in on one thing, crushed it, and then now they're set for life after they put that money into some sort of cash flowing asset, and then they use that money to go buy the luxury stuff or go start other businesses or what have you.
Yeah.
So why did you guys take the risk to start this? And why are you interested in money? Why did you want to talk to millionaires, and how did you get on the path of doing that?
Absolutely. It's a great question. So, kind of to give a background on ourselves, the 3 of us who grew up, we were from the Washington, D.C. area, all met in the same Boy Scout troop, all became Eagle Scouts together at different points in our lives. Josh just turned 26, I'm 22 and 24. So we were kind of at different points in our lives when we got out of Scouts. Jack and I are brothers.
I was going to say, did you meet your brother at Scouts?
Yeah, no. So
that would have been crazy.
Crazy. But,
my long lost brother. It's a similar last name, man.
Yeah. So, but ultimately all kind of had different backgrounds in what we were doing. So at the time, Jack had moved out to Austin about 6 years ago to go to the University of Texas. Josh had dropped out of community college to start a digital marketing agency and ventured off into some other things as well. In 2019, prior to the year before I moved out to Austin with him, I went all in on TikTok and just tried to study the algorithms and master kind of building that the brands online and stuff like that and how to grow on social media. And so we started a channel just making content about business, grew it to about 25,000 followers, quickly came to the realization that most people do not give a shit about 3 young 20-year-old kids talking about business. So we made the pivot to say, hey, we've always been great people, or we've always been great, I guess, people persons, that we've never been afraid to kind of go have conversations and start those, because we always had those kind of mentors and people in our lives that we were able to build relationships with. So we just started to go find industry experts in our local city, right? Go to the tech district, the financial district in Austin, and go just start having conversations. And it was just one viral video after another. In about 3 years, we built the channel to over 6.3 million followers, and we've done about 2.5 billion views in 3 years.
We were able to scale so really fast because, at the time, kind of like James said, is most people didn't care about hearing from, 3 guys in their young 20s talking about business when they haven't built $1 million company before. And so we're like, hey, what if we could go leverage people that have actually played the game, that have built 20, 30, 40 years that people might have never heard from, and their story can finally be heard. All that expertise and then advice that was just going to stay bottled up for the rest of their career. But now, like you kind of said, 10, 20, 30 million people can now listen to that story and maybe take a nugget or two away from it to help them.